Hello, and we have some really good crypto news for you. AI crypto coins are soaring, and that's not just one AI crypto coin, that's all of them. You look at AGIX, Fetch AI, GRT, even though GRT is more big data than AI, it markets itself as AI, and because of that, it's gone up. Why is this? Well, it actually has something not really related to the AI coins themselves, but the AI industry. Sam Altman, OpenAI, has been valued at over $80 billion, and they made some spicy announcements about AI. And for some reason, that has AI crypto coins soaring, even though Sam Altman and OpenAI has absolutely nothing to do with AI altcoins in crypto. Yes, AI coins are going to rise high because they're just going to ride the wave that the AI industry overall is experiencing. Everyone is talking about it. These AI company valuations are going way up. I think this is a little bit like 2000 in the internet bubble, where all internet companies were going way up because that was like kind of the spur of the day. Or back like 2017 when anything involved with blockchain, even hats with blockchain, were going way up in terms of investment. I think people are pouring into this now. OpenAI obviously might be one of the bright gems in this sea of gunk that we have. But because the entire industry is actually pumping, once OpenAI says something, the rest of these crypto AI coins are going to pump, even though they have absolutely nothing to do with OpenAI. Don't get it wrong. Like Fetch AI, AGIX, GRT, they don't have any connection to OpenAI. I mean, like, I suppose you could make an argument for ChainGPT, but OpenAI and Sam Altman is also not working with ChainGPT. So the thing is, like, I don't know if like these pumps are real or like, they're just based on hype. I think they're completely based on hype, but that's okay. You know why it's okay? Because it still makes you money. And it will continue to make you money as long as like AI companies let out big announcements. I think everyone just associates everything AI with Sam Altman, OpenAI, and ChatGPT. It's a dumb thing to do, but it works for the entire industry, and you might want some AI coins just because of that. Which ones? I don't really know if that matters or not, because looking at the percentages they pumped up, it's all about the same, whether it's GRT, OpenAI, or Fetch AI. They're almost up all about like 15 to 20%. So I'm guessing it might be just like one party that's actually pumping this stuff. And it could be something with like Wall Street Bets or something else. I'm not really sure. One of the weirdest phenomenons, like the whole, all these AI coins completely just go up in unison off announcements from a company that has nothing to do with any of these AI coins. Not saying these AI coins aren't good. I think some of them do actually have like a really good project, but they really don't have much to do with the OpenAI announcement at all, but they are definitely benefiting. And there's going to be a lot more announcements with AI this time as the bull run goes on. So you probably want to load up on a couple of AI coins, either right now or after they've actually retraced a little bit. But you want to get in before that next announcement with AI. So like this AI industry news is really pumping up all these coins at once because they associate AI as one like glob, and they all associate it with OpenAI for some odd reason, or it could just be a whale group that's taking advantage of the massive news with AI and pumping it up. Because like all these coins, whether it's AGIX, GRT, or like Fetch AI, they've all gone up pretty much at the same time. So get your fill of AI coins in your portfolio. Coinbase is definitely poised to hit an all-time high. I know it's kind of far from it right now, but did you know that 90% of crypto ETF custody is via Coinbase? That is a massive chunk. And let's not forget the AUM on BlackRock Fidelity by itself is over $6 billion. So Coinbase is basically going to be custodying tens and soon hundreds of billions of dollars in Bitcoin ETF. And remember, they're going to take a percent fee, so those earnings are going to be through the roof. I think this might be part of the reason that their earnings are actually through the roof right now. Although the custodying for crypto didn't really start until January for Coinbase when all the ETFs came in. I think they had custody before, but the custody for the ETFs was since January, so that didn't even count. So basically, with growing volumes and growing Bitcoin price in Q2, plus the massive amount of custody that is building in these ETFs, I can't really see Coinbase like not hitting an all-time high. It could hit several times its all-time high. It's just becoming a much, much bigger company than it was, with a lot more revenues and a lot more streams of revenue for it to actually draw from. So outside of crypto, Coinbase stock is probably one of the hottest out there, even though the market cap is really, really high. And I think like with the crypto market gaining so much popularity, I think it would be foolish not to have at least like a couple of like Coinbase stocks in there with you, because like realistically, like I think that all-time high was around $370. I wouldn't be surprised if it went to 500-600 this time, and it's still at least a 3 or 4x gain for right now. So if you're in the stock market, that is marvelous gains over the next year or two, and who knows, it might actually go higher, because I think the custody fee is going to be a percentage of the Bitcoin custodied, and as long as Bitcoin keeps going up, the value of Coinbase is going to go up. And remember, right now you only have maybe like $9 billion AUM. It's projected to be $150 billion by the end of 3 years. And I actually think it's going to be significantly over that projection based on the popularity of the Bitcoin ETFs that were just like coming in. I think like the ETFs did surpass pretty much everyone's expectation in terms of like how much AUM they're acquiring. Like some people were batting it down because it was basically Grayscale's outflows that were feeding Coinbase's, that were feeding BlackRock and Fidelity's inflows, but that's no longer the case. And they had $2.2 billion of net inflow in the last week. And I don't think it's going to slow down all that much over month 2 and 3, because more people are going to hear about it. And more people are going to hear about it, and more people are going to get more confident in it. And let's not forget, there is that rule that, like, I think like retirement and pension funds will eventually be able to put some money in Bitcoin, I think starting in 2025. I know like some banks will be able to hold their reserve in crypto starting in 2025 as well. And let's not forget, the big banks just wrote Gary Gensler a personal letter wanting to change regulations so they can deal with the crypto industry more directly. There's just a lot of interest in crypto from the banks, from the big banks and whatnot. And I don't really see this industry going anywhere but up. That means Bitcoin going up in value. And that also means more and more people getting into Bitcoin and putting money in that Coinbase custody via BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, or whatever. So, with Coinbase, it doesn't even really matter which one of those ETF wins, because it's basically doing custody for every one of them except for like 1 or 2. I think BlackRock and Fidelity is the other 10% in terms of custody, but even for BlackRock and Fidelity, they're using the Coinbase custody services themselves. So it's not like they're custodying their own coins. And in fact, I don't really think they can. However, through all of this, Brian Armstrong has actually come under fire for the lack of insight into its ETF business. They are a public company, and there is actually disclosure. So basically, Coinbase has been fired by JP Morgan analyst Kenneth Worthington over its lack of insight into its ETF business. Coinbase response and the market outlook from Cryptopolitan. Coinbase, a leading crypto exchange, recently unveiled impressive fourth quarter earnings. And remember, this does not include the ETFs. They say in this article, partially fueled by the introduction of 10 spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds. But remember, they didn't start trading until Q1, so Q4 earnings don't have that. Obviously, the FOMO inspired by these ETFs definitely plays into that, but the ETFs themselves do not. So like Worthington highlights the opacity surrounding the firm's involvement in providing custodial services for 8 out of the 10 Bitcoin ETFs, despite the exchange's assertion of the ETF's positive influence. Worthington remains uncertain about their actual earning potential. But like when you actually custody these things, obviously you do charge a fee. He expresses disappointment over the failure to provide detailed insights into the economic aspects of the arrangements. Coinbase probably does not want to tell too much. It's probably part of its like kind of like business plan. They don't want competitors eyeing it, even though they will, and they don't really want competitors to know how they strategically will manage this. So like obviously like this guy's criticism is very different from like the broader perspective that sentiment is very high, and I think most other analysts are very, very bullish on Coinbase because they see the potential of making money with this ETF custody, and they see that like Coinbase is going to end up sucking up most of the business. So like, according to this guy, the exchange claims that the spot Bitcoin ETFs haven't led to any significant shift in client behavior. But it's way too early, and you can't use Q4 to actually tell how the clients are responding to these ETFs, because the ETF custody didn't really start until Q1. So the thing is, like, I think this guy is a little bit wrong. But it would be good if Coinbase was more transparent. But I'm not really worried about. I'm not worried at all about Coinbase's ability to make profit from this business because there is a fee charged with custody, and as long as you're custodying pretty much like everything, I don't really see how you can't make money. So I am very, very confident on Coinbase. I think it is a really, really good stock to invest in. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.